Hello children, this is Hemant Kumar Devre, your social science teacher. I welcome you all once again after the short break of Diwali vacation. Today we are again going to revise the same lesson which we have learned before the vacation, and that is lesson number 7 from history, the chapter 7, Ashoka, the emperor who gave up the war. I am going to revise this lesson because I know many of you were absent during this lesson whenever I have taught this. So before wasting our time, without wasting it, so let us start learning of this lesson. So here we have seen Ashoka, the emperor who gave up the war. First of all, we have learnt about the difference between the kingdom and empire. A very big kingdom is equal to an empire. Okay, but kingdom and empire is totally different. Okay, so try to remember the definitions of kingdom and the empire. Here you can see the image, the lion capitals. The lions that we see on our notes and coins have a big and long history. They were carved in a stone and placed on a top of massive stone pillar at Sarnath. Okay, we will read. We have learned about this Sarnath in lesson number 7. Ashoka was one of the greatest rulers, and he was known to the history and to his instructions. Inscriptions were inscribed on pillars as well as on rocks and surfaces. We know that inscriptions are the major sources for the history. Okay, resources from which we come to know about the past events or past things, whatever kings have taken the decisions and all. So he have written some instructions and he inscribed those instructions, okay, on pillars as well as on rocks surfaces. Before we find out what was written in these inscriptions, let us see why his kingdom was called an empire. Let us first understand about the empire. So kindly pay attention everybody, look into your book. The empire that Ashoka ruled, that was founded by his grandfather Chandragupta Maurya more than 2300 years ago. Chandragupta Maurya was supported by a wise man and his name was Chanakya, also Kautilya. Many of Chanakya's ideas were written down in the book, and that book was known as Arthashastra. Okay, so this information you should keep in your mind. Okay, let us understand about the dynasty. Dynasty is nothing but when the members of the same family become rulers of one after another, the family is often called dynasty. The Mauryans were a dynasty with three important rulers. First Chandragupta Maurya, then his son Bindusara, and then Bindusara's son Ashoka. See, this is a map. This map shows the Mauryan Empire. Okay, showing the principal cities and some of the places where inscriptions were found. Means where inscriptions were found, and because of that, historians, archaeologists have understood that these cities were ruled by the Mauryan Empire. Okay, this can be called the Mauryan Empire. Okay, red this dot is having inscriptions were found, and the black dot shows important cities. Here this map is representing us the principal cities and some of the places where inscriptions were found. So there were several cities in empire marked with black dots on the map. You can see Takshila, no, Ujjain, then Patliputra. These are the important cities. Okay, these included the capital Patliputra, Takshila and Ujjain. Takshila was a gateway to the northwest. Okay, this was a gateway to northwest. You can see here, this is north side. Okay, this Jammu and Kashmir present day north side, and this is west. So Takshila was gateway to the northwest. This is west side, northwest. So including Central Asia, while Ujjain lay on the route from north to south India. Ujjain was in the Central Asia, here central one, so north to south. Now, merchants, officials, and craftspersons probably lived in these cities. In other areas where villages of farmers and herders were living. In some areas, such as central India, there were forests where people gathered forest produce. Whatever was available into the forest, that was gathered by the people, those who are living here. Like they hunted animals, they hunted the animals also for food. So people in different parts of the empires, they spoke different languages. They probably ate different kinds of food and wore different kinds of clothes as well. Okay, so this was the information that we have got from the uh, right now whatever we have learned. Okay, we have learned about the empire, dynasty, inscriptions, the existence of the Mauryan dynasty and all, and also the cities, important cities and principal cities of the, okay, Takshila, Ujjain and the Patliputra. Okay, how are empires different from kingdom? Let us understand about the empire, difference between the emperor and the kingdom. So emperors need more resources than king, because empires are the larger than the kingdoms. Okay, because kingdom is a small place. For example, whatever place you are living, that may be called a kingdom, but your kingdom is in which district, that can be called empire. Okay, so kingdom is actually a small than empire. So and empires need to be protected by big armies. Yeah, so they also need a large number of officials who collect the taxes. Actually taxes collection is only the thing. With the collected taxes, their salaries can be given and many things can be managed into the empire. So let us move ahead with the ruling the empire. As the empire was so large, different parts were ruled differently. The area around Patliputra at that time was a capital of city of that, was under the direct control of the emperor. So this means that the officials were appointed to collect the taxes from farmers, herders, craftspersons and traders. Whatever people were there, from them taxes were collected by such people who lived in villages and towns in the areas. Officials also punished those who disobeyed the ruler's order. Many means discipline was there, very proper discipline. Many of these officials were given salaries in return for their work. Messengers went to and fro, means here and there the messengers used to give the message, king's message to the tax collector, as well as the officials, and officials message to the kings and spies. Okay, they kept watch on the officials whether they are performing their duties properly or honestly or not. With the help of the members of the royal family and senior ministers, all these things, this administration was managed and administered. There were other areas of provinces, each of these was ruled from a provincial capital such as Takshila or Ujjain. These were the provincial capitals. Although there was some amount of control from Patliputra, right away from the Patliputra. Local customs and rulers probably followed. Besides, there were vast areas between these centers. Now here the Mauryas tried to control road and rivers, means the way of communication, that is, which were important for transport, and to collect whatever resources were available and tax and tribute. We have learnt about this tribute and taxes in the last lessons also, so try to remember the things whatever the words are coming here, taxes, collections, no, all this. So for example, the Arthashastra tells us that the northwest was important for blankets and the south India is it for its gold and precious stones. It is possible that these resources were collected as tributes, means whatever resources were available from that place. Yeah, exactly, the kings used to have battle and to conquer the land only because of the resources available into that land. Let us see what is tribute once again. Unlike tax, which were collected on a regular, unlike taxes, which were collected on a regular basis, tribute was collected as and when it was possible from people who gave a variety of things more or less willingly. There were also forest regions. People living in these areas were more or less independent, but may have been expected to provide elephants, timber, honey, and wax to the Mauryan officials. Whatever was available with them, they could give it. Okay, so this was for today. Next day, we will continue with the same lesson. Thank you so much. Keep your textbook with you while watching this video. Bye.